Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your love reading from the 15th of September until the end of September, so the second half of September. At the end of this reading, I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading here, and it's card number 1, 2, and 3. I'll go over that at the end as well. That's going to be for tarot, but let's see what we get going on for you in love at this time. And cards are just wanting to slide all over the place today, so let me just move those around. Alright, so let's see what is going on for you here. We probably will pull some clarifiers as well, but as far as love is concerned for you, you have the Six of Diamonds. This is a good card. It can be a card of luck, but it can be a card of being withdrawn as well. You actually have several cards here of withdrawing from love, or kind of pulling back from a situation as well. You have the Ten of Spades, not necessarily a bad card, but it can definitely be a card of distance, long distance relationships, or it can be the card of letting go or trying to let go of something as well. This card says don't be too shy in a relationship. It says open up. This comes up a lot for earth signs as well. This is my card of imposter syndrome, like feeling like you're not good enough, or feeling like you are not feeling like you're not good enough to be in a relationship with somebody, or again, being too shy, not opening up to somebody that you want to be with at this time. It is a soulmate card, so I feel like there's a lot of luck here for you. Next, you have the Jack of Spades. Again, I feel like this is you being too closed off. This actually comes up in your dailies a lot recently, over the past few weeks. So this is a card of being too withdrawn, and again, kind of like that first card. And, basically, this second card to me is the card of what you should not do. And this is a card of being too withdrawn and not opening up and not seeing things clearly. I feel like Virgo I've said this to you a lot in the past few weeks. I'm just looking at the chart here. I feel like you have a lot of options in different areas of your life, but I feel like you're just not looking at those options. Or again, I feel like there could be very clear solutions to what you want, but I do feel like it requires you to open up to somebody, or again, open up to the situation, or find a solution to how to make things work. Like I said, I do feel like there are, for Virgo, I feel like there are blocks to relationships. I feel like these things will be clearing up, as we move throughout the year, but just know that. Next, you have the Seven of Spades. Again, card of talking. So exactly what I've said this whole time. I feel like you either need to open up to somebody, and sorry, I have a bunch of stuff popping up on my screen here. So this card says you either need to open up to a situation, you need to open up to somebody. It's like a card of talking to somebody, telling them something, telling them a truth, or sharing something with them, probably the person that you're interested in. Or it's a card of like sending something. This is a card of like, it's called the letter. So it represents sending messages, telling somebody, opening up to somebody, telling them how you feel, or something like that. So that's what I feel for you. For others of you, I feel like this is the opposite. Again, these cards could be you, could be somebody else. So, I feel like somebody could need to open up for you. But again, for the most part, I do feel like for Virgo, just looking at the cards here, I do feel like it's you that needs to open up to the other person. I feel like they've left the door open as well. I would say, especially if you're thinking about somebody from the past. For those of you in a relationship, again, this can say there is a need for more communication. There's a need for opening up to that person more at this time. And again, I keep getting problems. The word problems keep popping up in my head. So again, I feel like they could be major help to you at this time. And finally, you have the Ten of Spades. I feel like this is just talking about change. This is kind of like the Death card, so I do feel like there is some sort of transformation going on here for you in love. I feel like, this can be a card of long-distance relationships, but this card is called the Ship. So again, it can represent moving to be closer to somebody, so some of you might be doing that. I feel like in general, some of you could just be moving closer to somebody, and again, that might not be an actual move. You just emotionally are moving closer to somebody, I feel, with this card. So that would be good for you, I feel, as well, but I actually just want to clarify that. The Ten of Spades is your outcome, and you have the Three of Hearts, so love, and a perfect match for you. This is a card, I always say this is just an indicator card to me. To me, it says things are moving forward in the right direction, whether you see it or not, and things are kind of going your way at this time, and so that's nice. And again, I also feel like for some of you, things could be going your way, is the message that I'm getting, but I feel like you just have to open up to those solutions with that Six of Diamonds. So I feel, again, I feel optimistic. I feel like maybe some of you feel sad, but I do feel optimistic. So again, we have, I actually have this backwards, don't I? But anyway, card 1, 2, and 3 here. And so I'm going to do a pick a card here. And if you pick card number 1, you have the Nine of Swords. So again, feeling depressed, sad, anxious, alone, and things like that. But I feel like somebody's trying to get your attention. There's this like dog here, if you can see it, trying to get his attention. So I feel like somebody's trying to get your attention. Even if you're sad, or feeling alone. I feel like there's somebody out there for you. This could be, again, somebody from the past. Now, that's not going to be true for all of you, but it is almost like somebody is like saying, hey, I'm here. You just have to like reach out to me, which is like what this whole reading has been about for the end of September. And I do feel like if you do that, things will turn around for you in a major way. So definitely like to see that for you. Next, you have the Empress card, or the High Priestess, actually. So, yeah, I feel like you need to trust your intuition at this time, and I feel like a lot of you could know. I feel like if you pick card number 2 again, you already know the answers to what's going on in your relationships at this time. I feel like intuitively you already know that, and you just need to kind of, trust your feelings at this time, is what I would say. I feel like some of you don't want to trust your feelings also. I don't know what that's popping into my head, but, again, I feel like some of you don't trust your feelings or something like that, or I feel like you're thinking, again, just looking over here, I feel like you're thinking things are way worse than they actually are as far as relationships are concerned. But, yeah, I feel like this is all about intuition for you and needing to trust that intuition. Some of you could be attracted to a water sign. This has been coming up for a long time for you, and again, that comes up with that High Priestess. And finally, the Moon. Again, could be a water sign. Could definitely be a Cancer. So if you pick card number 3, you have the Moon here. And what do I feel on this card here? I would say don't trick yourself. Yeah. And again, I feel like all 3, even though this is a pick a card, I feel like all 3 are delivering a very similar message, saying like, don't trick yourself out of something that could be really good for you. Especially if you're like thinking about a specific person, but you're not sure, you're like on the fence, you're like, is this the right person, and all this other stuff is kind of popping into my head. I feel like, again, this card is saying don't trick yourself out of something that could be really good for you. And what else do I feel on this card? Yeah, like I said, I feel like some of you could be dealing with a water sign. And I feel like you need to see things clearly as well. I feel like somebody could help you. Again, friends, the word friends has been popping up a lot for Virgo, so I feel like there are friends who could help you. Opening up to friends could help you. And so that's interesting. I do want to just pull one more clarifier on this. Yeah, some of you could be feeling trapped between making a decision. I kind of felt that on that 10 of spades there as well. You could be feeling like pulled in multiple directions. I've talked about this for a long time with you, Virgo. I feel like all of a sudden, past few weeks, or it could be like the past couple months, like I see a bunch of strings coming out of Virgo. I know that sounds weird, but it's almost like you have a bunch of different choices in life. And yeah, I feel like that could be very overwhelming for you. But I just feel like you need to listen to your heart, basically. And I think you know what you want, but you just really have to truly listen to it. And again, even if what you want seems impossible, I feel like you could make it possible. I feel like that's the case here. Again, I feel like some of you are trapped in like impossible situations. Could be financial. I know this is a love reading, but that could be what's holding you back from love. But I feel like it's not. I feel like saying hope is not lost. I feel like you just need to open up to new possibilities, is what I would say here, and trust your intuition. I mean, that comes up here a lot in this pick a card. So anyway, hope this helps. Thank you for watching, and definitely enjoy the rest of the month.